It's Tany FF now. This channel is known as Tany FF 2.0. Here you're gonna get all the complete episodes from my previous channel. Dad, I came here for work, and Wan also said to me that she also wants to visit my office. So yeah, Wan went to Mr. Kim and hugged him. As he hugged her back, they pulled out, "How are you, my daughter?" Smile. "I'm fine, Dad. How are you?" "I'm fine too. Do you want something?" "Am I invisible?" "No, my son. Come here." Taehyung came and hugged him. As he hugged him back, "Why you came to office?" He pulled out before asking. "Dad, there was an important meeting to attend, so I came," scratching his nape. "Okay, I forgive you just because of my daughter. I'm leaving now." "But Dad, my daughter, I have an important work, understand?" Wan pouted. Mr. Kim chuckled and said, "If I will get free time, I will come to meet you." "Really?" Wan nodded as he bid goodbye to them and went. Wan pouted, looking out of the window. She is thinking what to do now. Then an idea popped in her mind. "Let's play a game, Taehyung." "No, I'm not interested." Cold voice. "Can I come to your meeting, please?" Cute and puppy voice. "I'm going, and now don't follow me." He spoke coldly and went outside. While an idea popped in Wan's head, she smirked quickly and followed him. Taehyung was about to enter, but he heard someone called him. He turned and looked. It was Wan. He sighed and asked her, "What do you want?" Cold tone. "I want to come with you." Pishu, pishu. Cute face and puppy eyes. "Fine, come, but don't disturb me." Wan nodded cutely as they entered the conference room. John bowed to them. Taehyung didn't board them back and kept his cold gaze on while Van bowed them back with a cute smile. They sat down one side beside Taehyung. The meeting started. After 5 minutes, everyone was busy in the meeting. Suddenly, Van felt a hand on her thigh. She looked down and saw Van POV. "I looked down and saw a hand on my thigh. I looked up and saw the boy was focusing on the meeting like nothing happened. I was about to call Taehyung, but I remembered. Fine, come, but don't disturb me." The boy started caressing my thigh. I looked down, clutching hard on my dress. I tried to remove his hand, but it wasn't helping. My both hands were clutching hard on my dress. Tears started to form in my eyes as his hand went to my waist. He gave it a little squeeze. I kept my hand down. Tears started to fall from my eyes. I kept quiet. "I will not disturb you." His hand went to my thighs. He kept caressing it. He whispered in my ears, making me shiver a little. I was just crying silently and continuously looking down. "Meet me at the storeroom after this, baby girl." Smirk. "I will tell Taehyung everything about the boy." He was continuously caressing my thigh. I was just crying silently, continuously. After some time, the meeting ended. Everyone went out after bowing to me and Taehyung. Only him and me were in the meeting room and POV. Taehyung POV, I observed one through the meeting. She was keeping her head down in the whole meeting. "This is so disrespectful." She should have at least looked up, but no. I was very angry at her. Everyone left the room. After bowing to us, I turned to one. Her head was down. I started shouting on her and POV. "How disrespectful behavior is this? What do you think you were doing? I don't want any excuses. What if they have cancelled the meeting because of your behavior, huh?" He slammed his hand on the table, making Wayne flinch badly. He was about to go, but he heard a sob. He sighed heavily and sat on his seat again. "What happened?" Trying to control his anger. "I want Sniff to say something to you." "Lift your head." Wine remained silent and didn't move. Taehyung lifted her head up by pulling her chin up. He saw her red nose and her cute puffy eyes. Why are you crying?" "Soft." "I want Sniff to say something to you." Say." "Soft." "When you were Sniff busy in the meeting, a boy was sitting near me. He was touching my thigh. I was tried to stop him, but he kept on touching me and he was squeezing my waist and Sniff. He told me to come at the storeroom after the meeting. I don't want to go today." Taehyung's eyes were burning in anger, but he kept his calm and spoke, making Wayne scared. "You will go in the storeroom." Smirk. "Please don't send me there. Please." "You will go there." Is final smirk. "Please." You will go in the storeroom. It's my final decision. Cold Wine just looked on while crying. Taehyung called his staff and told him to take Wine to the storeroom. Wine hesitated at first but went with him because Taehyung ordered, and she kept on crying. The smirk on his face never left. One entered the storeroom while crying and shivering badly. The boy was standing there. He heard footsteps. He turned and saw One standing there with her head hung low. He smirked in satisfaction. He went near her and pulled her closer by her waist. She tried pushing him, but he pinned her to the wall with her hands above her head, and now her head was still swaps away from her mouth. He sniffed her neck, knowing he was about to kiss her, but she turned her head in another direction. The boy grabbed her jaw, making her cry more. He was about to kiss her when closed her eyes tightly. She heard a gunshot. She flinched and opened her eyes. She felt the boy left her when she shot him, beating the boy mercilessly, and he was about to kill him, but Wine hugged him, snuggling in his chest while crying. He hugged her back, trying to calm her down. Suddenly, he felt something on his chest. He looked down and saw Wine sleeping on his chest like a baby. He signaled the bodyguards to take the half-dead body to his mansion's basement. They took the half-dead body with them. Taehyung took out his coat and wrapped it around Wayan's waist and picked her up in bridal style. Taehyung PAV, I wrapped my coat around her waist and picked up in bridal style. I took her outside of the company and took her inside the limo. She was sitting on my lap. There were dry tears on the cheeks. That bastard is gonna pay for this. My hands were on her waist and her head on my chest. I remembered her scared face when I told her to go in the storeroom. She was sleeping on my chest. I looked at her waist. There was a small bruise. I caressed it slightly, making her hiss in pain while sleeping. After some time we reached our mansion. I took her up in bridal style and took her directly to her room. I laid her on the bed and laid beside her. I brought her closer to me by her waist softly. I started caressing her waist. After some time I pulled the duvet over her and went to the basement while smirking. The bastard was tied on the chair. I took out my gun and shot at him on the leg, causing him to open his eyes and scream in pain. Anti-POV. Then Ting slowly started tracing the gun from his head and stopped on his chin. Listen, I will give you two choices to die, okay? First one is my knife and second is my favorite gun. In 5 seconds, tell me. The boy started shivering and didn't say anything and lowered his head. Taehyung made a thinking face and said, I think you are lucky. I am gonna kill you with my favorite gun. He took his favorite gun from his pocket and shot him until he felt satisfied. He left the basement after smirking and went to his room. Why did I kill that boy for what? No, Taehyung, don't overthink. If there would be another guy, I would have done the same thing too. That yes, I would do this only now. Don't overthink, Taehyung. Taehyung took a cold shower to relax himself and came out wearing a towel. He didn't notice Wine was awake. He screamed loudly, "Ah!" Taehyung flinched and he turned to Wine. He saw Wine was awake and sitting on the bed. A naughty idea popped in his mind. He went towards her. She had her palms covering her face, including her eyes. Still, she was closing her eyes tightly. Oh, Wine, did you saw my t-shirt? Wine shook her head in denial, her palms still covering her face and her eyes closed tightly. Suddenly, her husband started coming closer to her. She moved backward by mistake. She laid on the bed while trying to go backward. Taehyung hovered over Wine as she opened her eyes and her eyes widened. When Taehyung moved closer to her, she again closed her eyes tightly. Suddenly, Taehyung laid beside her. She opened her eyes and saw him laying beside her. Pass my t-shirt, it is beside you. When passed him his t-shirt, he was about to take it. Instead, he grabbed her both wrists and hovered over her and said something, making her eyes widen and making her fully confused. Let's have some fun, baby girl. Smirk. Hey, now let's meet in the next episode. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share and do comment and say how is it. Kabutar kabutar ke piche dil.